Robert Murase is an award-winning Japanese-American landscape architect known for his unique rock and water gardens. The stone and water elements of his work draw people out of their cars, link them to one another, and reconnect them with nature.
And not trying to copy nature, but trying to interpret in a new fashion to understand nature and its beauty.
Robert Murase's works can be found around the world, including the United States, Japan, the Pacific Basin, the Caribbean, and right here in Wilsonville, Oregon.
They are an important piece of community. They attract community and create community around them.
Finding one classic Murase work in a city the size of Wilsonville would be a treat. Finding three is a testament to a city with a vision, a strong sense of community, and an appreciation of art.
We always were impressed with his vision and his ability to interpret the community's desires and come up with three very different parks and very different water features.
The three parks are thoughtfully placed throughout the city, forming a metaphorical series of tributaries that are part of a larger whole. They are connected by the community they help create, as families are drawn together to celebrate beauty, water, and nature. The Murase feature at the Willamette River Water Treatment Plant emphasizes the relationship between water and the built environment.
It feels as if, for example, the stones were deposited there by some force of nature, and sort of placed there by as part of the natural sort of geologic process.
The rocks create a series of flowing ponds sustained by water from the nearby Willamette River. These ponds provide natural eddies and emergent native plants. The park was dedicated along with the Willamette River Water Treatment Plant in 2002. It welcomes the community with picnic areas, an open meadow for recreation, and pedestrian and bicycle paths. An overlook provides a panoramic view of the Willamette River, once again emphasizing the relationship between the built environment and the expression of water. In the heart of the city, the Town Center Park water feature shows off Wilsonville's more contemporary side, using geometric block forms that incorporate colored bands of stone. Wilsonville dedicated the water feature in 2005, appropriately as the kickoff to its annual Art in the Park.
I think the trough of the water feature is like a tributary to a river. It comes flowing down, and as it flows down, there's eddies and pools and places where the water twists and turns. And there's like stone along the edges of the river. And people can sit along the edge, or parents could come and watch their kids play and supervise them. And then it comes down to a pool near the end of this feature.
We have been so thrilled with the Town Center Park. It actually created a destination for us. We love to ride our bikes over there, and the kids we've lived there all summer. It's been such a unifying force, I think, for our community.
In the backdrop, the 94-foot stone wall Korean War Memorial honors our fallen servicemen and women of yesterday, while the water feature celebrates the vibrant youth of today. A blending that makes this park just as unique as the water features that distinguish Wilsonville. Shortly after this project was completed, Robert Murase unexpectedly left us at age 66. But not before designing what would be his last work, Wilsonville's signature piece, and a timeless legacy to its creator, Murase Plaza.
Thank you all for coming. This is really a special and in many ways a poignant day for us here and for the Murase family.
In 2006, Murase Plaza was dedicated by the community of Wilsonville and friends and family of the late Robert Murase.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When we saw all the kids and the families who came here and how receptive they were to the park, and you hear the water, the sounds of the water, kids rolling in the mounds and just enjoying themselves, and the community became a real gathering place for them, and the connections that people have made, and hopefully it will continue to do so, and so we were very happy about that, and he would have been very happy to see all that.
Murase Plaza has created a very visible identity for the city of Wilsonville. It's a gateway into Memorial Park and a series of experiences that move the visitor from today to the city's rich past. The contemporary water feature blends with its urban surroundings on the corner of Wilsonville Road. Water flows from a starting pool and seeps out of a stone wall that runs the length of the piece. The current then travels down a series of steps. On a lower secondary landing, water shoots into the air from a bank of jets, amusing the ever-present children who are delighted by discovering where it will emerge next. As visitors move back through the park, it's as if they are going back to Wilsonville's agrarian roots. An old nut orchard and a century-old barn surround an interactive play area, complete with a slide built right into the hillside, climbing areas, and a massive sandbox that incorporates trickling water.
I think people are going to come down here and be wowed. All the facilities that are here are spectacular. My children just came up and said, the playground is awesome. And my kids are 10 and 12. I haven't heard them say that about a play structure in a long time.
There's just so many different ways that creatively they can think of how to use the water that everyone's going to have fun one way or another, whether they just sit there and splash or whether they run around.
The peaceful setting is proving a draw for all ages and activity levels. It's a place for fun and a place for reflection. Scott Murase sees his father's spirit everywhere.
It does surround this place as we move through this place, and I do pick up on that my own way.
The legacy of Robert Murase is celebrated in Wilsonville's parks through the laughter of children, the murmur of cascading water, and the elegance of a perfectly placed stone. It is truly unique and very special for the city the size of Wilsonville to have 3 of Robert Murase's legendary designs in 3 major parks. From the quiet, reflective nature of the natural environment at the Willamette River Water Treatment Plant Park, to the inviting, sophisticated design of the Town Center Park water feature, to the interactive water elements of the beautiful and diverse Murase Plaza. Robert Murase's influence will always be an integral part of Wilsonville and its sense of place.